Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a topic that actually made um, a friendship break with me and one of my really good friends. Um, but me and her were real close. Like, I went to school with her sister, but then I was at her sister's house one day and her sister saw me and liked me. We tried going out, didn't work. But we ended up being really, really good friends. Like, no lie. We were close. She was at the house all the time. My mom's like, I don't want to say her name, but my mom was like, well, if she wasn't there in a couple days, my mom would ask about her. Like, no, no joke. Um, but she was always upset about her relationships that were working out. And I'm a type of person, this pisses me off. I'm a type of person that if I have a feeling why something's going on, I'm gonna tell you why I think it's going on, whether my opinion is wanted or not. Because sorry, this is distracting. Um, whether my opinion is wanted or not, because I think everybody should know. Um, her girlfriend, um, traveled by herself on a bus to go meet her from like far, but she wouldn't even walk to a school that's not even half a mile away from her house to go meet up with her girlfriend. I confronted her about it. I was like, you know what, that's messed up. And she's like, well, I'm not gonna look stupid if she's not there and da da da. Mind this, she doesn't know if she was coming because she doesn't want to call her. Like, who doesn't want to call their girlfriend? But and I told her, I was like, you don't put any effort into your relationships. She's like, how the F are you going to tell me what I do, what I don't do? You don't even know my relationship status. I was like, look, I went out with you. I know you pretty well. And she was like, you know what, just take your own advice, sweetie. I was like, I don't need advice. I'm not the one who's mad because my relationships aren't working out. But she was like, she went and she called me like all the names in the book, like that you could think of. I would say the text message out loud, but there's a lot of cussing. I'd rather not put that on YouTube. I got family that watches stuff. But she pretty much tried to make me feel like crap, but it didn't because I don't care. But yeah, so I told her, I was like, look, name, I don't got time for your stuff. I'm not your other girls. I'm not your other girls, and I'm not gonna put up with your crap. Goodbye, deuces. Haven't talked to her since. This is how I work. If me and you get in a fight, then I'm not gonna put up with it. I don't want to hear your mouth. I'm gonna delete your number on my phone. If you text me and ask who's this and you reply with your name, I'm not gonna reply back because I honestly, there's a reason why we're not talking. There's a reason why your number's not on my phone anymore. I probably don't want to talk to you, like, or whatever. But she pretty much didn't want to hear the truth. And I'm one of her other exes who also happens to be my friend, who also happens to like me. And I was talking, and she's like, what happened with you and her? And I was like, I told her the situation. I told her what I just told you. She was like, you know what she said was messed up, but what you said about her is true. I was like, okay, so I'm not the only person seeing this, so you see it too. And she was like, yeah. She's like, but she's always going to be that way. She ain't changing for nobody. And I was like, and that's the issue. If she's not going to change for nobody, then how's she going to expect to be in a good relationship, she needs to stop complaining and just put up with her own crap. But my thing is, why, if you're gonna dedicate yourself to somebody, you would think that you would give them your all. Makes sense, right? No, she doesn't even put effort into talking to her girlfriend to find out if she's going or not, which could make or break their relationship, whether on how the situation went. As far as I know, they're still together. How, I don't know, because I honestly wouldn't put up with it. But the other day, I'm usually not dressed like, usually I'm super girly with like earrings, my hair's done and stuff, like all pretty. But before we got in a fight, I was at her house, and she was like, how come I get stuck? And she said this in a really rude way, because I am a femme. She was like, how come I get stuck with all the femmes and you get studs? Maybe because I respect people, and a lot of femmes do put up with a lot of crap, but studs don't. I mean, I'm not saying that not all studs don't, but a lot of them won't put up with it. And I was just kind of offended. I was like, you know what? Whatever. She's putting it on herself. I guess if you're gonna dedicate yourself to somebody, try. But don't complain when you don't try and they leave you.